Hi guys, this is Brianna, obviously. As you can tell by the title, today is going to be a pretty serious topic. But first off, I dyed my hair, and I absolutely love it. I actually did it myself, if you were wondering, yeah. All me. If you're wondering what I did, I just bleached the sides blonde, and I just retouched my roots. Like, it's the same color it's always been. I just redid the roots. And I am a little sick. What the heck is going on? I'm a little sick, so I might, like, have the sniffles a little bit, but that's totally fine. Okay, so, again, today's a pretty serious topic, and it's going to be about abortion and adoption. So, let me just say this right now. This is totally my point of view. If you had an abortion or adoption, that's totally your decision, if I can even talk. This is just my personal view and the way I feel about it. So, I don't want anyone to get, like, insulted or anything like that. This is just the way I personally feel about the situation. And because I'm pregnant, so if you guys are wondering, I'm 13 weeks pregnant now. So, I am pregnant, and this is kind of a decision that it was pretty easy for me to make, because of just the way my family was, like, brought up, and then my beliefs and my boyfriend's beliefs, and just our decision. Like, let's just start off. Let me just stop rambling. First off, me and my boyfriend decided to keep our baby and to raise our child together. If you were wondering, if you didn't know that already. That was our personal decision, so adoption and abortion were not even, like, didn't even cross our minds. Like, when we found out I was pregnant, it was just, we're having a baby together, It wasn't ever, oh my gosh, should we keep it? Should we give it up? Like, we never had that discussion. Already in our heads was, we're keeping it. If you didn't know, me and my boyfriend are planning to get married, and we've been planning this before I even got pregnant. So it's nothing to do with me being pregnant. It's just me being pregnant will make the wedding come a little bit more early than what we expected. But again, we always wanted to get married and have kids. So this is just a little bit earlier, I guess, So it's just going to be a little bit earlier than what we expected, which is totally fine. And let's just start with abortion, okay? So my personal feeling on abortion is just not for me. Again, I would not have an abortion. People that have abortions, that's totally their decision. Again, this is what I personally think about it. I personally think about abortions that it's totally not okay. I honestly feel like that's a person that's inside of you, no matter how far along you are. The day you conceive, the day that a sperm meets the egg and it goes together, it's a baby, it's a human being, it's alive. So, no matter how old, how many weeks, how many days, it's a baby. In my head, it's a baby. I know in people's heads, like in the law, it's not a baby till it comes out the stomach. But if it has a heartbeat, it's living, no? If it's small, so what? It has a heartbeat, right? So it's alive inside of you. It has a heartbeat. It's beating. It's alive. Like, I don't understand why people think a baby is not a baby, but yet it has a heartbeat. I don't understand that. But I guess people just say things to themselves to make themselves feel better. Like, oh, it's not alive, it doesn't matter if I have an abortion, it's not alive. Well, it has a heartbeat, so it must be alive, I don't understand how people, I don't know. Whatever. That's me, personally. Again, I think it's a baby the second it's conceived. So, that's just my opinion. I honestly feel like an abortion is kind of like a selfish reason to do it. Again, I feel like people are like, I don't want people to think bad about me. I don't want people to talk about me. I don't want people to do this with me. But it's not really about you guys anymore if you're pregnant. It's not about you guys. It's about the thing that's growing in you. Like a certain time in your life, even if it's now, even if it's later, you have to stop thinking about yourself. It's not always going to be about you. Sometimes it's about, maybe your loved one, maybe your baby, maybe your boyfriend. It's sometimes you gotta put other people in front of you. And this situation that I am in, I feel like I had to put this baby in front of me. even though I'm going to walk around with a huge belly and people are going to say stuff about me and people are going to have their rumors or whatever they want to do, it doesn't matter. It's not about me. It's about the baby. You know what I mean? Like, the baby deserves to live. I feel like the baby didn't ask to be here, you know? Like, I was the one who chose to have sex. I was the one who decided to do this with my boyfriend. Like, it was not planned, just saying. But, I mean, I was the one who decided to have sex, you know? This baby did not ask to be inside of me. This baby did not ask to be living. It was my choice. So why am I going to punish my baby for my choice? You know what I mean? I'm not going to punish my baby because of the mistake I made. I'm not going to do that. So that's basically how I feel about abortions. It's just, again, not for me, not for my boyfriend. That's just the way we think. You know, it's our heads. That's not anything we would do. How I feel about adoption. I feel like instead of an abortion, people can have an adoption. If you feel like, if you honestly aren't thinking about yourself and this is why you're having an abortion because you know you can't do it, you know your baby won't have a good life, you know this, you know that, well, if that's how you feel, then have an adoption. Have an adoption. There are people out there, millions of people who cannot conceive anything. They can't conceive babies, they can't make a baby of their own, and they would love to adopt your baby. They would love to. And if you honestly feel like you cannot raise your baby, if you don't have your boyfriend's support, you don't have your family support, whatever the reason may be, there are people out there who would love to take care of your baby, who would raise your baby, who would love your baby, who would do everything you couldn't do for your baby. There are people out there like that. And I know it will be a really hard decision to do, but again, it's not about you, it's about the baby. So that's just honestly how I feel. Again, it's just my personal thoughts. I honestly feel like I can keep my baby. Even though I am not 100% done with high school and I'm not in college yet, and neither is my boyfriend, I honestly feel like it will be hard. And I know it's going to be way harder than I even think it's going to be. And I understand that it's going to be 10 billion times harder than what my life is now. But I'm ready for it. Well, not completely ready yet, but I will be. I'm just in the process of getting used to the situation I'm in. So again, I know it's going to be hard. I know it's going to be 10 billion times harder than what I think it is. But I know I can do it. It's going to be hard, but it's going to be possible. I don't need hard. I just need possible. You know, I don't need people to say, "Oh, that's going to be really hard." Is it going to be possible? Okay, then I'll do it. You know, like I don't need hard. I don't know. It's just like I'm not the type of person to just give up so easily. That's just not me. So this is definitely a situation that I'm not giving up on. And again, it's a living baby inside of my stomach right now. It's alive. So I know that. And I know that I have to do whatever I can do to make sure my baby has an amazing life. And I plan to do that. And me and my boyfriend both plan to do that. So I know that no matter what, it's just like, you know, this is how I'm sorry to keep talking, but this is how I feel. Even in relationships, even in everything, no one's perfect. You know, no one is perfect. But it's just like, if you try to be perfect, you know, like you try to be the perfect parent that you could be, that's all that matters. You know, like there are people who don't even try. If you try for your kid will appreciate it, you know? If you try, they'll appreciate it, you know? So if it doesn't matter if you're not perfect, you know? You ever heard of like perfectly imperfect? No, yeah, perfectly imperfect. I think that's a saying. If not, my apologies. But yeah. So again, that's just my thoughts on everything about being pregnant and abortions and adoptions. My personal opinion. So I really hope you guys, you know, let me know how you guys feel. You guys can leave comments. It could be really bad comments. It could be really good comments. You know, I frankly don't care. You guys can say whatever you want. It just, you know, I'm not really here for haters. I'm really here to help people. And again, for your baby's sake, if you honestly, soulfully believe in your heart that you absolutely cannot raise a baby, then get an adoption, because there are hundreds and billions and thousands of zillions of people who will take your baby and raise it like it's their own. Just saying. So I just wanted to throw that out there. And yeah, so I guess I'll see you for next time. Bye.